Hi, welcome to the GenX Glam Gab Channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I know there are a lot of choices out there, and you're hanging out with me, mom in her basement, doing a little bit of glam, doing a little bit of gab. Sometimes I do giveaways. I will plug, there is a current GenX Glam and Gab giveaway going on. It's this nice, it's a nice grab bag of glam goodies, skincare, and makeup. Closes on May 25th, and my giveaways are so easy to get in on. You just need to be subscribed to the channel. In this case, it's a USA or Canada mailing address, but sometimes I will do international giveaways. I'm so proud to say, like, my glam has traveled around the world well over 200,000 kilometers, closing in on 300,000 kilometers. It sounds like, I could say miles, but kilometers sounds like more. That's significant. But this particular giveaway that's going on this week is a USA or Canada giveaway. It's a YouTube giveaway. I also do giveaways on the Discord channel. So if you want to check out GenX Glam and Gab on Discord, you can follow the invitation link to the Discord server in this video description. Follow the link to the giveaway video in this description. Be subscribed to the channel. Make a comment in the giveaway video. And like I said, it is a USA or Canada. It will be a USA or Canada winner. All right, so I'm just finishing up some color correcting. This was one of those videos, if you're new to the channel, I'm quite uncut down here. I'm mom in her basement, not for much longer. I've got a month left. I'm getting ready for an international move to Sweden eventually after summer vacation, packing up all my glam. I'm doing a summer decluttering series. So going into the weekend, TGIF, again, if I forgot to say that at the top, if you're watching this real time, I'm going to be filming, I think, my decluttering of board games video, which I might actually post real time. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how to do videos other than my glam videos, right? And my Xena, my cat videos. So let's see how I do on a decluttering of board games. But I think it'll be really interesting. And you'll see the Gen Xer come out with me when you see my collection of board games. And I think I might do my brush. I think I might do, I'm not decluttering brushes because I'm not necessarily throwing them away. I'm more like packing them. And the same with my Guerlain collection. I feel like it might be fun. It'll be fun for me. I'll just press record to share with folks like what I seem to have amassed from Guerlain. And honestly, going in with the House Labs, a little bit of House Labs concealer. I think it's in the shade Rose Quartz, just to brighten up down my T-zone and just like right in the cheeky area where I tend to hold some redness. So I thought it would be just fun to kind of take stock really of what Guerlain I have, because I just recently, when the Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada was doing their spring beauty mingle, and I bought some raffle tickets from the flagship, the Guerlain flagship store, Shoppers Mart. I got some really great samples, and some of them were just, I think I got 2 deluxe size of this. I'm holding from Guerlain's Orchidee Imperial line, their under eye cream, which is like, this is like a 7.5 milliliter sample, and this stuff is so good. I've been using it for well over a year, and I have noticed an improvement in my under eye health. All right, what am I working on today? Oh, I said, like, if you weren't hanging out with me in October and February, October was my birthday month, and I decided, oh, I'm going to upload a video every single day. I'm going to ask a question of the day so we can, the community can be engaged and get to know each other. And that was a lot of fun. Plus, I was doing giveaways every week. This is the Rimmel Multitasker Better Than Filters. Kind of reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's like a nice, like, complexion product. It's not necessarily a foundation. It's like primer, glow, under, great for underpainting. I just want to get like a little bit of something down, because I got to do something with this orange sweater. I'm committed to the orange sweater. I'm going to get back to the question of the day. Fear not, my friends. I'm committed to the orange sweater because I have like a cute, like, blue skirt, like a base blue. The color's blue, and then it has like these orange sort of embroidered flowers on them. And so when I wear this skirt, I wear this sweater, and we're having, like, I guess on the records, one of the coldest sort of months of May here in where I'm at in Canada. So so it's still sweater weather, even though we're almost in June. All right, and in February I did a question of the day. I did it in October for my birthday month, October Palooza. and I did it again in February. And now I thought, let me just try to pop on here. I can't say I'm going to be here every single day until I leave, but I am going to try and come and hang out with, and what's left of the days that I have access to my glam station here, Mom in her basement, and press that record button and hang out with everybody. And today I really have to speed this up because I gotta go. I gotta leave a little bit earlier today. But that's all we're doing for the base. And I had honestly, like before I came on, I was messing around with my color corrector, strategically using some of my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish. Time to restock, but guess what? I tried to restock it from Charlotte Tilbury because Charlotte Tilbury is use the code MAGICMAY, 20% off her website and like her app. And she's also doing a gift with purchase. Like if you do $100 spend, you get a pillow top beauty wand. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Brow Fix. I don't have a ton of time at all. And I was saying, like, I've committed to this orange sweater. So we have to, so I had to pull out some products to make it work. So the question of the day. So we're going to do, when I upload a video leading up to my departure, sometime in June, I'm just going to try and show up as much as I can and ask a question of the day as we sizzle into summer. An icebreaker question to sizzle into summer with. That's what we're doing. And yesterday's question, I was asking, like, what reminds you of summer in terms of like sights, sounds, and scents? And I got some response there. Not a ton, but I never expect to get a ton. I manage my expectations. I keep them pretty low. If a video pops off, I'm like, wow, that's really cool. If a video doesn't pop off, I'm like, whatever. I had so much fun just hanging out and having some company while I got ready for work. But so I was saying, like, oh, sight, sound, feel of summer for me is like wind. It can do so much. It can stimulate you because you can see things swaying. Like physically, you can feel the wind blowing like through you. It can make waves crash. It can be part of like a massive summer storm. And so that was cool. That's cool. But today's question, I'm like, oh, I'll ask something easier on like the next time I come online. So and this would have been more appropriate in October. And I can't remember if in October and February combined, if I asked people what their favorite cake is, what their favorite cake flavor. I know I did. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? So anyway, what's your favorite cake flavor? I'm going in with chocolate. Love it. Close second for me, I guess, might be carrot cake. I don't know. There it is. There's the question of the day. All right. I'm going to use my milk. I've said this before, doing the decluttering, getting ready for the move. I did some swatching because I'm like, what do I have? Like, I can see what I have a lot better than I could before when it was in all kinds of drawers and stuff. And so, what I've swatched out here, this is a Merit stick and this is a milk stick. And I was thinking, like, looking at Merit through here, it almost looks like corally kind of, but it's like, then when I swatch it, I'm like, no, it's giving like, I don't know, it's giving a little bit of pink. Let's put it on. The powder blush, super easy going in with my NARS powder blush in the shade Gina. I don't know how they came up with this, but that's the shade, Gina with the G. Super lovely shade. I'm going to definitely use it for the summer. That Merit is just so dewy. I'm going to go a little bit on my lids with it. And I'm going to go over it with my milk stick. There, that's given a little bit more. Why I told you why I picked the orange, but it's like, orange is not a favorite color for me. I don't think orange does that much for me. But like I said, I'm committed. The lippy was kind of easy. I pulled out my shimmer balm with argan and jojoba oil. If you watch my channel, you know I love jojoba oil. And it's a shimmer balm from the Lip Bar. One of my favorite sort of, I love the Lip Bar because the owners are, first of all, they were on Shark Tank and they were rejected from Shark Tank, and I'm obsessed with Shark Tank. not obsessed with the fact that they got rejected. That doesn't make me very happy. Super light pigment, right? But like you still get a little bit of that shimmer. Anyway, the lip bar owners are from Michigan. So I've got to support my home state. Got to support my home state. I pulled out a little bit of my Fenty Beauty. This is, oh man, this stuff is still going strong. And this is very early in my collection. I bought some of these Fenty lip glossies. There's the, I'm gonna bring this to work combo with me. I'm gonna put it in my bag. All right, I gotta get out of here. I truly do. But let's go in with the fresh, fluffy brush. Get some of this Gina on, a nice little e.l.f. brush. Can't beat the e.l.f. brushes. You can't beat them. So 20% off on Charlotte Tilbury Magic May. Don't forget that code. I've also posted it on the GenX Glam Gab Discord server. They did not have my Magic Vanish shade in zero light. That's my mini powder. They didn't have it in 01. So I got shade 2. I got the medium shade. I'm thinking, okay, we're rolling into summer. Maybe that'll work in the meantime. Charlotte Tilbury has dropped a new brush. So I got a brush. I did repurchase a mini of setting powder, and I went one shade up, so that'll be interesting. I've got that coming. And there was one other product. So I was priding myself on the fact that I did get to the $100 spend for the beauty wand. I don't know why, because I'm not a fan of the beauty wands. But I found myself sitting at $110, and nothing that I put in my cart was over 30. Like it was like 22, 24. So, it's hard to get 4 or 5 products from Charlotte Tilbury for just around $100. Unless she's running a 20% off deal, then you can get there. You can get it feels like you're adding stuff to your cart. You're not just buying one thing for $80. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Pulled out this Wet n Wild palette, and then I have my little e.l.f. palette like I've been using. I'm going to stick with the e.l.f. I've been really kind of just dusting my lids with this shade. Not really into the eyeshadow, big looks, because, well, I don't have the expertise to really do them, and I've never really been into big eyeshadow looks. I'm just kind of beige. I do like just the natural sort of earthy toned shades. I always have when it comes to doing my eyeshadow. Oftentimes when I would wear makeup, over the years, I've really only started wearing it on a regular basis since I turned 50, a year or so before, around 48, 49, I started to think maybe I need something to I don't know, cover up some of these imperfections. But, over the years, special occasions, whatever, I would wear makeup, and oftentimes I would just use whatever shade of powder blush. If I used a powder blush, that's what I would just dust my lids with. In fact, that's not a bad idea. Let's kick it back to those days and put a little bit of Gina on the lids, because I just love that shade. I love it. I truly do. It came in got it from Ipsy. It came in this great bundle. I gave this away. I did this as a giveaway. This bundle, there were 5 full-size products from NARS in this cute little black heart-shaped makeup bag, and this was one of the products. This was, for me, the star of the show with that bundle. What a deal. All right, we're gonna go in with a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, and then, like I said, I gotta go. I told the kiddo, I said we're leaving early today, so I have to be true to my word, otherwise he's gonna think I'm calling Wolf. Well, the boy that called Wolf, that fairy tale, meaning don't if you're going to speak with a sense of urgency, then you need to mean it. Otherwise, you're just calling wolf, and there's no wolf there. So I don't want to be accused of calling wolf and there's no wolf there. I'm super excited to get this TGIF underway. Roll into the weekend. This next week is like full on garbage day. We're allowed to actually put garbage out. I can only put garbage out every other week. So I'm hoping to kind of get through the house again and identify like more stuff for the purge. I have 3 huge black garbage bags all ready to go to, they're all ready to go to Value Village for donation. So I need to get that underway. I'm just going to go in with my Guerlain Meteorites. This probably, I don't think this brush is big and fluffy enough. Usually I use a kabuki brush for this, but stuff's all over the place. So I'm just doing my best. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. I truly do. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Thank you for helping me get through my like wearing an orange sweater insecurity. I just went for that barely there look. This, you know, I'm going to tiny more of the Gina from NARS just to like really get it all over the face. Yeah, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. Thanks for hanging out with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next video and finding out what's your favorite flavor of cake. Take care.